This segment of the news is brought to you by Smitty's Cards and Coins. Would you like to know what your collectibles are worth? Come by 2281 Postal Road, Unit 4, across from the post office.
The Shawnee Ridge development just off Wilson Road that has a long history of issues in the past in regards to the completion of the infrastructure was once again in front of the county board.
Item 27, discussion deliberation to call in the performance bond in order to complete the infrastructure improvements related to the Shawnee Ridge. Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
yes.
I'd like to make a motion to start the process to pull the bond.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Koenig, second by Wickman. Further discussion. I opposed this about 6 years ago, and I was assured that something was going to get done. And it ain't got done, and I think it's time. I support this move. Is there further discussion?
Yes, I have some concerns about this. How much money, maybe this question's for Tim, how much money is going to come to the county to complete the roads if we do this? How much money is left in the bond?
Mr. Chairman, it's Darrell Lacey. Can I weigh in on this one?
Yeah, please do.
At least on the information that we currently have available, we've got $3.9 million left. We have we have returned 25% of the original bond and have this much left, $4 million. After returning 25%, the current estimate of the amount of infrastructure that's been installed is somewhere about 2/3, around 65 to 67% was the current estimate that Public Works has for the amount of work that has been done. So there's 33% remaining, yet we have 75% of the money left. So our current estimates are that there should be plenty of money left. The purpose, I think, of what Mr. Koenig started the process is to get all these questions answered. We have a lot of questions that these numbers are dated. They're several years old, so we would like to get all these numbers updated and answered. And that's what I think the motion in front of you is, to start the process of getting all these questions answered. As it is right now, we just have a lot of incomplete information that we would like to get done. Everything that we currently have, though, says there should be plenty of money available to finish the infrastructure that's left to go in this. But until we go do inspections and get new cost estimates at current prices, we don't have all of the exact information. The one other piece of the puzzle that seems to have been forgot here is that this subdivision was under a bankruptcy procedure for many years. During that time frame, we were not in a position to be able to recall the bond, so we had to wait till the bankruptcy was complete. So, thank you.
Okay. That all?
Yes.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Well, Uber has plans on hitting Wall Street. Angela Miles reports.
Topping our news, business is soaring at Boeing. The jet maker just sold 300 aircraft to China. That deal is worth $37 billion. Uber is getting ready to ride onto Wall Street with an IPO. The CEO tells the New York Times that IPO could happen in the next 18 to 36 months. Facebook is steadily taking on Craigslist. Facebook is expanding its listings of hundreds of thousands of places to rent. One of the original investors in Facebook is showing some signs of perhaps regret. Sean Parker tells Axios that the social media network was built to exploit human vulnerability. Parker no longer serves as president of Facebook, but at last check is the chairman of a segment of the company devoted to social causes. Big-time investor Mario Gabelli tells CNBC his company bought shares of Mattel. He calls the toy maker a work in progress.
Thanks, Angela. More sexual assault and harassment allegations are coming to the surface. Alabama Republican Senate candidate Roy Moore says the allegations of sexual misconduct against him are completely false. An explosive Washington Post story released yesterday interviewed more than 30 people who detailed allegations that the Republican Senate candidate from Alabama pursued sexual relationships with several women when they were between the ages of 14 and 18 years old, and he was in his 30s, including alleged sexual contact with a 14-year-old. Comedian Louis C.K. has said that the sexual misconduct allegations levied against him are true. He apologized today after a bombshell report by the New York Times yesterday cited 5 women who said the comedian engaged in sexual misconduct, including masturbating in front of them. Louis C.K. went on to say that he is remorseful and he has tried to learn from his irresponsible behavior. In honor of Veterans Day, healthcare partners invite you to enjoy Saturday night at the movies with them at their new Pahrump Medical Building. They'll be screening the movie Max, the story of a dog that helped American Marines in Afghanistan return to the United States following a traumatic experience. Doors open at 5:30 p.m. and the movie will begin at 6 at their new location, 1397 Loop Road, just off Highway 160. Well, we'll have more on healthcare partners and their interesting sculpture in front of the building right after this.